Hi, welcome back to a new video, or welcome if you're a new subscriber. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Happy you're all still here with me. My name is Vanessa, if you don't know me, and we do crochet stuff. So why do I have all of this yarn, you ask? Because we're going to learn about yarns. Not learn specifically. So my plan is to show you all the yarns I have access here as an European person living in an island that's rather complicated to get things to. Basically, this is yarns I've ordered before continuously, and I do have access to them constantly, and I use them in my work. And I'm just going to show you how they like and kind of what my experience is with them. This is not sponsored, I wish. So and again, this is just my personal opinion about these yarns. Everyone has their own opinions. You may have worked with some of these and have different experiences. It doesn't mean that it's a statement for the brand or the yarn itself. It's every person has their own experiences, whether they're good or bad. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so first things first, I'm just gonna show you the cotton one because that is probably the quickest. I use cotton only for like certain projects. It's kind of hard on my hands, so they will hurt like way faster. So it's not something I use every day even. My first experience with cotton was actually from Hobbii, the Friends cotton, 806 or 84 is the ones I usually order. I haven't actually tried any of the other sizes. I know they have more, and I know they have other brands, like it's not just Friends. Friends is one of them. I know they have more. The second instance is the amigurumi. You might know them as the same people who do the nilly yarn, which I forgot to bring here, but that's okay. And then recently I've actually ordered this from YarnArt Creative, and I tried it. Not great for me, honestly. So I'm going to show you. This granny square is made with these two yarn brands. For example, the white is Friends, the browns, and then the yellow is amigurumi. And then this granny square is done with all of these yarns, so all the colors are this brand. So my thoughts on them is these two are actually my favorite, and they are really similar to each other. I got an end there and an end here. Kind of show you what they look like. I hope you are able to see this. So they're very similar to me, and the way they look in the work very closely. Like you can't tell if you're looking at a work with the two of them mixed. You actually can't tell which one is what unless you look specifically for that difference. But yeah, so they're my favorite. Like any cotton yarn, they do split, but not that much. Also depends obviously on the hook size you're using. This one, however, splits like crazy, and that is why I didn't like. I also have questions. So all of these are labeled as being 100% cotton. And I know there's different sort of, I don't know where this one is. 100% cotton. Here we go. And I know there's different cottons. Like this one says, this is probably easier to read because it's black. So this one says bomb hole. I don't actually know what that is. And obviously this one is in a different language, so I have no idea what it says in there. But they feel absolutely different. They actually feel so different. And here's all of them together. If you put them like this, they kind of look very similar, but look at that. It's very easily splits. If I want to do the same with this, I actually can't do it that well. I can't. So this is my experience with them anyway. Here's word comparison from the two of them for you. So that is cotton. I'm going to move that over here. I can start with this one. So where's the... This is Himalayan Dolphin Baby, which is a thin version. I absolutely hated this yarn. You can see that it really looks rough and is really hard to work on with your hands. The texture is not consistent. So yeah, this is the only skein I have, and I've legitimately been trying to use it here and there to get rid of it. Not something I will buy again. The next one is something that... This was my first chenille yarn I've ever found. It's available in my local store, and that is why I have better access to it. It is also one of the most expensive ones I've ever purchased. It goes for $5.99 for 100 grams, but it is good quality. There are skeins where you have a bit of a low quality, like with certain colors, but I suppose that's with the dyeing process and things like that. So this is a make from all of this yarn. This was actually one of my very first pattern tests back last year when I started crocheting. I tend to use a 4 with this yarn. Unless I want something smaller, then I'll go for a 3, but they're really not that big with a 4 anyway. This was with a 4. So yeah, this is how it is. It doesn't split much. Look what I got. And it's strung up to, you know, now that took a while. So yeah, this is James Seabrett Flutter by, or however you pronounce that. Good one. We'll use it in the future. Still use it today. This one, we can go for this one. This is toucan. I hate it. Let me go for something. So when I first ordered toucan, I liked it, right? Again, there are colors with better quality than others. And I ordered because I haven't discovered access to all of these ones back then. So I didn't want to just work with this. And this is what was available in my local store, chenille wise. There was nothing else. So I discovered Hobbii and I ordered from there, right? I don't have any Honey Bunny here right now. That brand is okay, but toucan, it is not. This yarn is really rough. It's not as bad as this one, but it's closely there. It's really rough. It's not even soft on your hands anymore. And it's like you need more tension working with this, and it's, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like the others, you know? So I liked it until I discovered something better, which usually is how it goes with everything. So here we are, toucan. I'm not ordering it again. Also, it's usually I buy it on sale because I don't even like the regular price. And then even the on sale price is higher than any of the yarns I have here. Not that one, because that one is the most expensive of them all. But any it's higher than any of these I have here. So I don't order it anymore. This one is YarnArt Dolce Baby. This is actually 50 grams, so it's half than all of the other skeins, and I buy them for like €70 or 80, something like that. I don't know. But it's good. It's a bit thinner than the James Seabreast that I showed you earlier. I used a whole red skein to make little hearts with a size 3 hook, I believe, and it was fine. Like, it's okay, it's good. You can buy it. Recommend. So there's that. I'm just gonna put it to the side, the ones we spoke about already, so we don't go back again. This one is YarnArt, so the same brand in here, but I think it's chenille. I couldn't find one with label on it to show you, but it's comes in 100 gram skeins. It's also on the cheaper side of all of these, and it sheds a bit. I think that's kind of like the normal, I suppose. You can't sew a lot with this before it starts to be just the cord, but it's okay. It's not too bad. Like, it's kind of a velvety effect. I'm not really sure how I feel about velvety effects yet. They're always shiny, and I don't know how much I like that. It's nice for certain projects, but it doesn't fit every project. So I don't have a lot of these. I've made, if you've seen my Instagram, there's a dragon blue I've made with this kind of yarn, and he came out okay. He came out good. And I have this one. Don't know what I did with this. Some keychains, I guess, to restock the local shop, but that's pretty much it. I haven't used it a lot because it's not my favorite. It is soft. It is okay. It's not bad. So here we go. And then the infamous Velluto, Alize Velluto. I know for a fact that a lot of people in the US don't have access to this and are super curious. So I guess I looked for this because I wanted something like more blanket size like you guys have in the US, because all my contacts as in what I've seen first was all of American yarns, and then when I wanted to buy yarn in here, I'm like, oh my god, why we don't have half of this? It's really good. At first I actually tried a random blanket size yarn from Amazon, which is a bit crappy and expensive, and then thank god I found this. So they're actually really soft, and it's really nice for like kids toys, like small baby toys sized, because it's really strong. It doesn't shed unless I do that. Okay, like it's really, I did that right really strongly. Like it's good quality, it's durable, like it's nice. And here's kind of like how it looks, and it's nice and soft, so it's cuddly enough. So yeah, one of my faves. I tend to use a size 6 with this yarn. Now it does take a bit of tension, more tension than the rest of them, just because it's strong, and also I do my tensions pretty tight, and I don't like to see in my work holes in between this, so I make sure I actually pull good enough. So yeah, and this is how it looks. 100% recommend. I don't know if for the people who have access to it in the US, I don't know how much it costs, but to me it's a pretty good price. So continuing in the Alize trend, here is Alize Softy, Baby Softy. I have this yarn. Have I ever used this yarn? No, I have not. However, that's not the end I want. Here we go. Here it is. Maybe not as strong as we want it to be, but it's all right. No shedding with all of this fluff. Actually, not shedding. What does it say? Recommended hook? It doesn't. Oh, it does. Between 2 to 4 millimeters. Okay. So recently, actually, my friend April, she made a dragon with a yarn sort of like this, but whatever brand you have there in the US, that I actually forgot. I had it in the tip of my tongue and I actually forgot. And I looked at it like, ooh, that would be a great idea for me to try this one. So eventually I will do that. So let's put that there. This is Softy Mega. So we've Softy, Baby Softy, which is the thinner, and then this is the thicker, right? There's a medium version, we'll get there. But this is the Mega. So I've used this to make a head wig. It's good. It's actually, no, I'm not gonna break it because it's hurting my fingers. It doesn't shed. And this cat is made with this. Well, not this color obviously, but you know what I mean? I think it's size 6 as well with this yarn. So yeah, I like that. I like it. So I'm gonna put it over there. And then the medium version is this one. So this is Alize Softy Plus. And hello, and hello. I have another one. Oh, look, there's actually a little bit. So Softy Plus. Yep, that broke. Easy. I hadn't tried this before, so yeah. But it's good quality actually. It doesn't shed either. Like I was able to sew. I made tofu, the turtle, with it, and it's super cute, right? See, all of them, they're a very good price, accessible. Well, what I have access to they are a very good price, and they make pretty nice makes. Nodito, yeah, I didn't see anything when I used this for the first time, but it's easy enough. You'll get the hang of it, or you know, just count with vibes, like my friend Shauna says. So there's that. I was missing one yarn, so I went back. This is Himalayan Dolphin baby colors. I couldn't find the Himalayan Dolphin regular. I know I have it somewhere, but I couldn't find it because sometimes it's not one I use a lot because it tends to be on the more expensive side. But sometimes I get it confused with this one. So if they're not labeled, I actually sometimes, some callers are like, oh, I don't know which one you are. So this is actually really, I love this yarn as well. Are you gonna, or are you not? Oh, this is looking a bit, oh. Yeah! Put that one back in. So it's really soft, and it's like this mixed color is actually pretty. I made keychains with it. I made a nocto with a, not this one, but a different. So let's see. A little bit. All right. So as you can see, it does shed. But it's really soft. I like it, and I like how the makes look with it. So yeah, this is something I do recommend, and I use it regularly. you have plain colors also. I just couldn't find them. I sometimes get it confused with Woolen's Baby Pony. So this is also my favorite yarn. The amount of softness in this, it's unreal. If I ever wanted to fill up my bed with all the plushies, I would use this yarn. You can slip on it, it's like heaven. I'm not even joking. This is why this is my favorite yarn, because I love to see when people pick up my makes at the markets, for example, they're like, oh my god, it's so soft.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
And that fills up my heart and gives me a smile. So this yarn sheds a bit, and this is why sometimes I tend to sew with cotton yarn, also because I'd like my makes to be a bit more durable. So I do use cotton yarn to sew pieces like head to body and things like that. Because this one sheds. Sometimes even me just making anything without, oh my god, I forgot the word. Without having to frog, sorry. It just like, my whole body under will be full of bits from this yarn. So yeah, but while you're crocheting, it's absolutely fine. I usually use either a 4, 4.5 or a 5mm hook with them, depends on what I'm making. This octo was done with this brand. This piece was done with this brand. They have really cool colors. There's like so many colors. So yeah, this is my absolute favorite from this. This is the same one, it's just a different color. It's pretty much consistent. The quality between the colors is pretty much consistent. I think I only got like 1 or 2 skeins where I could see there was a slight difference between them. So yeah. And I think the last one I have is this one. So YarnArt Dolce. This is, I have mixed feelings about this yarn because I like it. Okay, so I have mixed feelings about this yarn. It's like, I like it, but where is the end to this? Oh, it's gonna pull out the whole thing. Here we are. I like it, so I look at it as a version of these two, less soft, but it's very inconsistent in the colors. This yellow, I think yeah, you actually don't see a difference between the yellow and the blue, but at the touch they actually feel totally different. This one is way softer than the actual yellow, so it's pretty inconsistent with the colors. And I've had a white, for example, that was really hard to work with. So yeah, I have mixed feelings. I use it because there's colors in there that I want that I don't see in any other brands, so I do use it, and it's available in the second local shop. Not too much, with like limited colors, but I can get it there. It's not bad, like breakage wise, and it sheds a little. It sheds a little less than this one. This is kind of the same, but just a whatever multicolored. And I want to get the end because I want to show you the difference between the two of them. Oh, here, where's your end, babes? So this one pretty much looks like, first look like this, it looks to be thicker than this one, even though they're supposed to be the same thing, just in different color and tones. Like the label is the absolute same. The yarn size for this one says 6.5, and then for this one also says 6.5, the recommended. I don't know why is it so high. I usually use a 5 or a 4 or a 4.5, same as with all of these. But that's because I like my work tight as well. So this bee I brought in to show you because even these look very similar, right? So I actually use them together sometimes, which is the case of this bee. So the yellow is YarnArt Dolce, and then the black is Woolen Baby Bunny, and the white is Baby Bunny. I can feel it's way softer. And yeah, this is different. Like, how do I explain how this feels? So this yarn is like absolute softness, and then if I touch and it's the black here is absolute softness, like it's totally sliding off your fingers. And then this one is like, it feels like if I had glue in my hands, I washed it off, but 5% of the glue are here. So it's not soft, like 100% soft, like 80% soft. I don't know if this is a good comparison, to be fair, honestly. So yeah, I forgot to bring in Nilly Nilly, but look, we can talk about that one next time. So yeah, this is all my yarns. So yeah, this is all the yarns I usually use most of the time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for any of these, if you want me to show you something in particular that I haven't spoken about here, or if you have more questions related to any of these, feel free to send me a message on Instagram, for example, or leave a comment down below if there's something you want to have a look about these. I'm happy to share. Again, this was just my personal opinion on these yarns, these brands. It doesn't reflect on how the brand is or the yarns itself. This is my personal experience. You may as well have bought this skein and had a totally different experience than me. If you do, please let me know in the comments. If you use any of these, let me know what's your opinion of them. I would love to know. I would love to know if somebody out there had a different experience than me for any of these. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button for next time, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi guys, how are you? Hi everyone, and welcome to a new video. Today we are right here. Hi, welcome to a new video. Today we're talking about yarns, in case you're wondering why I have all of these yarns. This is also not good. Hi, welcome to a new video. My name is Vanessa. We do all the crochet stuff. Welcome. No. Hi, welcome to a new video. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Welcome if you're new. I'm happy you made it here with us, and you're very welcome. No, so repeating the same thing again. Hi, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is a bit different.